This month of PC gaming was actually pretty weird for me because I played a lot of games that I don't normally play, and I also picked up a couple new addictions as well. On today's episode of PC Gaming Playback, I'm going to be talking about all the new games that came out last month, whether I bought them or not, the Steam Summer Sale, and my fallback games. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf in our PC Gaming Playback series, which is basically where I just talk about my personal month of PC gaming and all the new games that came out. And if you want to see more PC gaming or even PC building videos, then hit that subscribe button down below and also that notification bell. That way you never miss an episode. But yeah, let's get into it. To kick things off this month, let's start with my huge failure of tackling my list of games that I'm embarrassed I haven't played yet. Last month I finished Doom, which I was super happy about, and this month I tried to give Diablo II a shot. I'm actually a huge fan of action RPG looters like Diablo, Grim Dawn, etc., and I never tried Diablo II until this month. Well, it didn't last long though, because about 2 days into playing it, I realized that a new Diablo III Season 14 was starting up in a few days, and it all seemed like kind of a waste, so I switched over to Diablo 3. I'll talk about that more in just a bit. Diablo 2 was fun for like the first 7 or 8 levels that I gained, but I really didn't give it a fair chance this month. I did, however, definitely give Diablo 3 another chance, and that's my first game in my fallback games list. Like I said, Season 14 just kicked off on June 15th, and although it didn't add many new features, it's been almost a year since I played, so I was all down for starting again. For those of you that don't know, seasons are just a way to get everyone to restart a new hero and basically start all over again and compete on the leaderboards and for achievements that are only for the season. This season I decided to roll a Crusader, and I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. As you can see from this gameplay, my first build that I'm working on is a Thorns build, which does basically no damage with my weapon, and it all comes from enemies attacking me. It's really fun because instead of just attacking everything, I basically just round up a group of enemies, hit one of my attack spells that are based off Thorns damage, and the enemies just melt away. As of right now, I've only pushed into a solar greater of 30, but I can definitely go higher, I just haven't given it enough time yet. I have a feeling I'll be pushing this higher going into July, and I'll report back in next month's episode. The next fallback game that I had this month was Rocket League, and that's mostly because it's such an easy to pick up game with a controller and laptop when traveling. As you guys probably know, I was on a week-long family vacation, so I didn't have access to my main gaming rig with a nice keyboard and mouse setup. Rocket League was the perfect game to fall back on because I could just connect my Xbox One controller to my laptop over Bluetooth and hop in and out of games whenever I had 10 to 15 minutes to spare. Whenever I'm on vacation, I never game for more than like 30 minutes at a time, but I do love to take a little bit of time to game and relax for a bit. I actually played fairly well in Rocket League, at least for me. I was just doing the solo standard mode and had some fun. I actually had one game where I have 5 goals, I think, so I definitely enjoyed it. The next 2 games are where things get a little weird for me personally, as I'm not usually into playing super competitive games, and the third game in my fallback games list is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. You guys have seen PUBG on the channel so many times in my benchmarking or PC building videos, but honestly before this month I never played this game unless I needed footage for a video. With the new Sandhawk map that released this month, I've been all about it, and it's actually way more fun for me now. Sandhawk is a much smaller map than the original ones, and it's still 100 players, which means it can get chaotic quickly. The new map is also featuring a ton of weapons scattered around the island, so the action starts right away and the games don't take very long to complete. I mostly play solo, although I did play a little bit with some people in the Discord this month. The Discord link is in the description, by the way, but the map is absolutely perfect for solo players like myself. You guys know that I'm not really good at these types of games, but I did manage to secure I think 3 top 5 finishes, and one of them being second place, which I was pretty happy with. And the fourth and final fallback game was also a weird one, and that's Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It probably doesn't sound weird to most of you, but this is another title that I personally never play outside of my benchmarking or PC building videos, but this month I played it a ton. I actually had some major problems with the game for the first half of the month. It would not launch from Steam, and I tried almost everything that I could find online. I probably had about 3 to 4 hours of troubleshooting before I just gave up completely and reinstalled Windows 10. I'm definitely happy that I did though, because I've been playing CSGO almost every day now, and it's been a lot of fun. I still haven't played a single competitive match. I usually warm up with a deathmatch deathmatch and then just play some casual games, but I want to try my luck in competitive here soon. I don't expect to be placed any higher than, what, bronze? But we shall see in the next month's episode. Oh, and PS, I did buy my first ever skin, the M4 Buzzkill, and in my opinion, it looks amazing. If and only if I decide to stick with this game, I'll definitely pick up some more skins for an AK and maybe a few others. And before getting into the new games of June 2018, I wanted to quickly talk about the Steam Summer Sale. As you guys know, I've been really trying to tackle games in my list of games I'm embarrassed that I haven't played yet, and the Steam Summer Sale was the perfect opportunity to pick up some of those games. Just don't judge me for not already having these. The 4 games I picked up on this sale were Bastion, I'm probably gonna play that one next to be honest, Half-Life 2, Portal, and Portal 2. I'm really excited to give all these games a try, but like I said, please don't judge me. I know I should have tried these a long time ago. And to wrap up this video, there were 4 big games that launched this month, and I personally didn't pick any of them up. The first one on my list is Realm Royale, which is an interesting take on the Battle Royale genre. It's made by the people that made the Paladins game, which you may or may not already know. So basically, it's a class system like Overwatch, but in a Battle Royale game mode. I watched a few of the top streamers go crazy for it, one of them being my personal favorite, Summit1G, but it just doesn't look interesting to me, so I didn't download it. The second big game released this month was Jurassic World Evolution, and if it weren't for the pretty standard average reviews across the board, I would have picked this one up. Jurassic World Evolution is a city building type of game, but obviously set in the Jurassic World universe. You build up a park full of dinosaurs, manage the attractions and customers, and it really reminds me of something like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Right now it's sitting on Steam with a mostly positive rating, which is good, but most of the video reviewers that I trust say that there isn't much depth to the game, and they all got bored of it fairly quickly, which is unfortunate. Next up was The Crew 2, and this one I actually bought and then quickly refunded. The Crew 2 is an open world arcade racing game, and this time instead of just cars, they added boats, planes, motorcycles, and I think even off-road trucks. You can instantly switch from one vehicle type to the other, which definitely seems cool, but just not something that I want to pay $60 for. The reason why I bought The Crew 2 is because I wanted to make a budget benchmarking video, kind of like how I did with Fortnite, but as soon as I fired up the game, I noticed that there was a 60 FPS limit and I instantly refunded it. That crap has no place for PC gaming in 2018, and I'm just sick of that. And finally, the last big game that was released in June of 2018 was Vampire, and judging by some gameplay videos, it's just not something that I'm personally into, but maybe you are, I don't know. It's a third-person action game where you can eat the quest givers, I guess, and you progress around the story that's set in London during the First World War. I actually did listen to a podcast with some people that really enjoyed this, so let me know down in the comment section if you picked it up. Well, that wraps up our July PC Gaming Playback episode. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section what improvements I can make to this series, because I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. I want to continue to do so because it gives me an excuse to play video games. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel, and as always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.